Forget everything you've been told about failure. Forget the idea that your worst day is something to escape, erase, or run from. Because what if I told you your worst day isn't your enemy? It might be your greatest teacher. The moment you felt crushed, the moment everything fell apart, the moment you thought, this is it, I'm done. That moment wasn't random, it wasn't meaningless, it wasn't the end. It was a turning point disguised as pain. And most people never see it that way. They label the breakdown as defeat. They mark the loss as failure. They see the pain as proof that something went wrong. But what if the very moment you wanted to disappear was the moment life was trying to get your attention? What if that collapse wasn't there to break you, but to strip away what was never meant to stay? Today we're uncovering an uncomfortable truth, one that doesn't get talked about enough. That intense adversity isn't sent to destroy you. It's designed to forge resilience, to awaken strength you didn't know you had, to build depth, character, and courage under pressure. Because comfort never reveals who you are, pressure does. And sometimes life has to shake you so you can see what you're really made of. Your worst day may not be a curse. It may not be a punishment. It may not be proof that you failed. It may be the doorway to your next level. The moment everything fell apart may be the moment everything began. We've all said it at some point, this was the worst day of my life. A day where nothing flows. A day where every plan collapses. A day where disappointment comes from every angle all at once. But let me ask you something real. Was it actually a bad day? Or was it an intense one? Because most people confuse pressure with failure. They mistake discomfort for defeat. They treat struggle like evidence that something is wrong with them. But pain isn't proof you're broken. Pain is proof you're being challenged to evolve. Some days don't feel good because they were never designed to. They're designed to wake you up, to disrupt autopilot, to shake you out of routines that no longer align with who you're becoming. Those moments of resistance, the frustration, the tension, the emotional weight, they're not random, they're feedback. Life uses pressure to expose truth, to highlight what's out of alignment, to force clarity where comfort kept you blind. What if those hard days aren't setbacks, but signals? Signals that growth is calling, signals that comfort has expired, signals pushing you toward your next level of discipline, awareness, and inner strength. Not every difficult moment is meant to be avoided. Some are necessary, some are formative, some are the very moments that separate who stays stuck from who rises. Because transformation doesn't arrive gently, it arrives through intensity. And the day that challenges you the most might be the day that changes you forever. Let's talk about real pain, the kind you don't post about, the kind that humbles you in silence. Losing a job you spent years building your identity around, being betrayed by someone you trusted with your truth, failing publicly when everyone was watching, judging, waiting for you to fall. These aren't small setbacks, these are rock-bottom moments, the kind that shake your confidence, your direction, and your sense of self. Moments that make you question your worth, your purpose, your future. But here's the truth most people never realize. Adversity strips away illusions. It removes the masks, the labels, the stories you told yourself to feel safe. It forces you to look in the mirror, without filters, without excuses, without comfort. And yes, that reflection hurts, because you can't hide from yourself anymore. But that moment, that raw, uncomfortable honesty, is where real power is born. Pain doesn't show up to destroy you, it shows up to clarify you. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes, when everything burns down, you're finally left with what's real. No expectations to perform, no pressure to impress, no fear-based choices. For the first time, you get to decide what deserves to be rebuilt. not what society demands, not what fear whispers, not what keeps you comfortable but stuck, but what aligns with your truth, your values, your purpose. And when you rebuild from that place, you don't just recover, you transform. Resilience isn't just about bouncing back to who you once were. It's about moving forward, wiser, stronger, and more self-aware than before. Some strengths only awaken under pressure. Some abilities remain dormant until life demands more from you than you ever thought you had to give. You don't discover courage and comfort. You don't build discipline when everything comes easily. And you don't develop true focus when life is convenient and predictable. Hard moments shape you in ways success never could. They sharpen endurance. They deepen emotional intelligence. They strengthen your ability to stay calm, think clearly, and make better decisions under stress. And most importantly, they bring clarity. When chaos strips away distractions, illusions fade. You begin to see what truly matters. You see who truly matters, and you finally see yourself without noise, without mass, without false confidence. In those moments, there's nowhere left to hide, but there's also nowhere left to pretend. For many people, their worst day becomes the moment they meet their true self. The version built not on comfort, but on character. Most don't realize it at the time. But that meeting becomes the turning point that quietly changes everything. Every worst day places you at a crossroads. One path pulls you toward bitterness, toward blame, toward the comfort of seeing yourself as a victim of circumstances. The other path leads somewhere very different. It leads to growth, to ownership, to reinvention. This is where lives quietly change direction. This is where identities evolve. This is where ordinary stories turn into powerful ones. Many of the world's most successful people can trace their biggest breakthroughs back to moments they once labeled as disasters. A rejection that forced them to rethink their direction, a loss that pushed them to rebuild with more strength and clarity, a failure that redirected them toward a purpose they never would have chosen otherwise. What looked like an ending was actually a turning point. Your worst day often demands a decision. Not later, not when it feels easier, but right in the middle of the discomfort. Will you shrink and protect what's familiar? Or will you rise with intention and choose who you're becoming? Because transformation doesn't begin when life feels safe. It begins the moment you choose growth over comfort and courage over familiarity. That choice, made in a hard moment, can change everything. So, how do you use adversity instead of being crushed by it? First, pause before judging the moment. Ask, what is this teaching me? Second, separate the event from your identity. Failure is an experience, not a label. Third, document the lesson. Pain without reflection is wasted. Pain with intention becomes wisdom. And finally, trust the long game. The strength you're building now will carry you through future storms with confidence. Your worst day isn't something to erase. It's something to extract value from. Because years from now, you may look back and realize that the day you thought ruined you was the day your future was born. Your worst day isn't the end of your story. It's the foundation of your greatest opportunity. So the next time life knocks you down, remember this: your worst day might just be your greatest opportunity, an opportunity to rise, to rebuild, to become more than you've ever been. Because strength isn't born in comfort, it's forged in fire. And if you're still standing, still listening, still fighting, that means something powerful is already happening inside you. It means the quitting point didn't win. It means the pain didn't define you. It means the story didn't end where you thought it would. This is where resilience takes root. This is where character is carved. This is where the old version of you falls away and something stronger takes its place. So don't rush the process. Don't doubt the pressure. Trust what this moment is shaping in you, because if you're still here, your transformation hasn't just begun, it's already unfolding. This is Rise Legacy. Build strength that outlives you.